Episode 42.
Crazy.
Wow.
Carlye Tamaren is the definition of do it all. Actor, director, writer, dancer, martial artist, casually. You've seen her in Dexter, Original Sin, How to
Favorite
Get Away
show.
with Murder,
Also favorite
and
show.
Criminal Minds. But behind the scenes, she's building her own creative empire with her production company and original projects. We talk about surviving Hollywood, refusing to be put in a box, what it's like working inside major TV worlds versus creating your own, and her role in the newly revived HBO series, The Comeback, which I'm so excited about.
So thank you, Carlye, for making us feel very underqualified. But welcome to the show. Thank you for being
Thank
here.
you, guys.
Yeah, like I thought I was busy until I read your bio and I was like, okay, I need to lie down.
Like,
We all need to nap.
right? But like, what don't you do?
Right.
One thing.
Knit.
Nap?
Knit.
I
Perfect.
can't sew.
Well, a knitting podcast should be your next thing.
Yeah, I would be like, I don't know what to say.
Please, everyone, welcome. I was going to say Cameron. Carlye
Yes.
Tamaren.
But not even joking. Like when people like talk about all your accolades, which you have many, name like 2 or 3 things that you do not do yet that you want to do.
Ooh.
Because you're covering all the bases right now.
You really are.
Eventually, at some point in my life, I would like to show run a show.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yes, like something that I created, be the showrunner,
Love that.
which is insanity. I'm going to have to take 47 naps until then,
But very doable.
but I can do it, right?
Yeah. Yes, you can.
I don't know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, that and, what else? Jobs, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just like the craziest thing you think of. Like a pro skydiver, you know?
I've not done that. I feel scared.
I want to do
that.
it. My 35th birthday is in June. And I want all my friends to go skydiving with me. I
Are
haven't
we?
told you yet.
Oh, okay. I love that. I'm down. I'm so down.
I'm scared, but I also would be down.
would be down.
Well, I just like, I would like dare myself after that. Be like, why are you scared?
right?
Do it.
It's like
Yeah.
talk shit to yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'd be like, fine, I'll do it.
Do you feel
And
pressure to pick one thing, or do you feel like you have fully like rejected that idea?
You know, for a long time, I did feel like that. And I'm 36. So like, I feel like my growing up in the entertainment business has been now deciding, because that's the first thing everyone always asks me. And now I'm like, yeah, I'm not picking. Like, I'm not picking. Especially between like acting and directing, those two things. Like, I don't have to. And now like we've watched it be done successfully. Like, it's not crazy. I think like a creative is a creative is a creative.
Mm-hmm.
And like we shouldn't
Absolutely.
have to choose, but then you have to back it up and like actually know what you're doing. Because I'm an actor, I felt like I've had to put myself through film school in a way, and that's like sort of what I've done through my company, so that I can definitely stand there and be like, yeah, I can direct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I'm not fucking around.
Yes. Absolutely.
So when you say like coming up in the industry, what's your background? Like how did you get into it?
So I started as a dancer.
Okay.
I started as a concert dancer, like Alvin Ailey, modern dance, jazz, tap. I went to college for musical theater, so I'm a little musical theater nerd baby.
What college did you attend?
Michigan, University of Michigan. They have like a crazy musical theater program.
Really?
It's so intense. It's like 10 boys, 10 girls. I got there and I was like,
Like very hard to get into.
yeah.
Amazing.
I was like, how did I get here? But it was amazing. It was really good training. But I sort of started falling in love with film and TV, and just like, there's so much more you can do. I was like, I don't want to be like a chorus girl on Broadway forever that then works her way up, you know, and like the
and get
types
pigeonholed
of
into
things.
something.
Yes. And the types of roles are like so minimal. Whereas like
Right.
film and TV can be all kinds of things.
The range is very, very.
Is your
Yeah.
family like your family in the whole industry as well, or no?
My parents are both psychologists.
Oh, that's interesting.
So
That's
we can unpack
I mean,
that.
I'm sure
love
that,
that.
I'm sure that plays a really cool
For
role
sure.
for acting.
Yeah.
Right? Just to like,
1000%.
I'm sure you've heard all of their stories, all of the things that they've had. I mean, obviously, I know as a psychologist, you're not supposed to like,
Oh no,
you know,
they
do
tell us
too many
everything.
things.
Sorry to blow up their
Yeah,
spot. But,
unsolicited all the
yes,
time.
yes.
No, that was like our dinner table conversations every single night growing up, was like just unpacking like the wildest stories.
Yep.
Of like human behavior and why people do
Yeah.
what they do. And so now I realize like, oh yeah, duh.
Yes.
Like that translates
It
so
it
well.
clocks, Yeah.
Yeah. So
Have you had to use some of like their stories into your acting roles before?
You know, I really book a lot of like crackheads with a glow up. Like that's like really my bread and butter.
Love that.
And what I'll do is, you know, depending on the drug, depending on the whatever, like I'll call my parents and talk to them each because they're very different, like in how they practice. But I'll be like, okay, what are like things that like a meth head does, or like what's
such
a
a good
story
resource
that you
to have,
know?
though. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, and then it's like those little specific things, like what little ticks does a meth head have versus you know, crack.
Yes.
Well,
Because there's different
I played a
things.
meth head in a movie.
There we go.
And my mom was actually a meth head.
Perfect.
So
great way to use that. Great way to process.
And Mom, how do I light this thing?
No, but like literally, it's like those details.
Yes, they actually matter, you guys, because like we are unfortunately not those things. So like we have to pretend to be those things, you know.
Right.
So it's a lot.
But it's great.
a lot.
But you did come from like your family. They weren't entertainers.
They're
but
not entertainers.
But they understood it and like respected it and supported you doing that.
Love it. Like my mom, like we watched every movie musical growing up. Like she loves it. Her
what was
family
the first one
loves
you
it. Gosh, I mean, I think.
Or the one that stuck with you the most, that you remember the most.
Like, was my first live musical I ever saw.
Yes.
20 years ago.
I mean, West Side Story.
Oh my God.
Oklahoma.
Yes.
Like all of those classic, like back to like the golden age musicals, those movies. I mean, just all of them. Like that was on repeat.
Yep.
That's all we watched. And then my dad was in musicals in high school.
Okay.
And so he'll be like, yeah, I'm a singer. Is he? I don't know. I don't know. But I have 4 siblings.
Okay.
We're all musical. Like
Love.
we all took piano and voice lessons growing up. Like,
are you the oldest?
I'm the oldest. Yeah. And my brother, lives in LA too, and he has a band. He went to USC film school. Like, so we do a lot of stuff together, which is really fun.
That's very special.
That's really
but
fun.
yeah.
Ugh, I love that. So you started in dance and gymnastics.
Yes.
And musical theater.
Mhm.
Was acting always the goal when you first started? Or like, was it just
Hollywood? It was like,
you
I'm
know,
going to
Literally
Hollywood?
not at all.
Really?
Mhm.
I was like, I'm going to be on Broadway. I mean, when I started dancing, I was just like, I know this is what I want to do. But there was a time when I was applying to schools, I also got into USC for broadcast journalism.
That was my degree.
Which I really feel like has come back around
Full
in the
circle.
podcasting and like hosting world
Absolutely.
too. So that was like gonna be another life path. And then acting sort of came through like the dance and musical theater stuff. But I never was like, I want to be famous. I want to, you know, be in Hollywood.
Yeah.
It just kind of like kept kind of moving that way. And I was just like, I'm just going to let it. I can't.
Just ride the wave.
I love like an ADD rabbit hole dive.
I
will be like so intensely dance, so intensely musical theater. And like, then I went to film and TV, you know, so.
Yep. Well, it all goes hands in hand, you know?
Psycho.
Well, no, I
but
mean,
then
we all have ADD, so like we understand.
I mean,
and then into directing.
Yeah, writing and directing though.
Yeah.
That came into play when?
That started.
That's a hard, like, that's a shift people don't understand. Like,
it was a big shift.
Yeah.
Well, in like 2017, right? Yeah, 2017, I did a movie in Savannah that was about, it was crazy, but it was about 5 girls in high school. And I was like a little bit older, but I looked young. So they thought I probably was like 20.
Yeah.
But like I was 27 at the time. So I was just like, what's going on? Like, I think I could clock things in a really different way.
Of course.
And it was made by a bunch of like old white men. If they're listening, sorry,
They
but thanks
probably
for
are.
making that. Yeah. That was, I mean, I learned a lot. And that's when I had to learn about like SAG rules and like what's allowed. And like I ended up having to sort of like protect my girls.
Yes.
And I left and I was just fucking pissed. I was so fucking pissed at how everyone was treated. And like, I was like, I don't want to do this version anymore. I've been an actor for a while. Like, I don't want to do this version anymore. And then dare to self, I was like, bitch, can I curse on this podcast?
Yes.
Oh my God,
It feels like
Yeah.
yes. Okay. I was like, bitch, if you're going to keep talking about this, like you better learn how to do it.
Yeah.
And so then at the same time was when Harvey Weinstein thing happened.
Yeah.
And then Me Too happened all right at the same time. And I was just fucking pissed. And then I started writing and directing, like out of that sort of
God, good for you.
anger. Like I needed a
for
place to
you.
put it. And
Which is so smart.
And that was
I mean, because
and
your
you
anger
being-
could go to a
but also
different
you being
direction.
that young and kind of like seeing, you know,
Yes.
things that way. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
for sure. And I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely a perfectionist too. And so that was but I was so angry that I like looked past all of it and
Just
was like, you know what? This might be a fucking mess.
Yep.
But I'm going to learn and I'm going to try. And I feel like I have something that needs to I need to
Yes.
say. And so I started making this like action comedy about a group of women that like take out the shitty men of the world. And it was
What was it called?
It's like
It was called
promising
S
young
is
woman
for
kind of.
Revenge.
Wait, say that again.
Kind of. It's called S is for Revenge.
Love.
Was this made? It's been made.
I made like a little like web series.
I want to watch.
I'll send it to you guys.
Yes,
I mean,
please
like,
do.
It's bad. It's bad. But like I think that the vision is there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I made it for free. Like I got all my friends and we just kind of like started playing. And along the way I learned.
Mm-hmm. Did you feel that, going into multiple things made it harder to place where you wanted to be in Hollywood? Or did it actually kind of catapult you into a place where you're like, now,
Because we're all told
Oh,
choose one lane.
yes.
Be in your lane, and you're doing 55
but you're doing
lanes.
Right.
everything.
Yeah, I mean, I think it probably did take longer,
Mm-hmm.
but that's my path.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I don't think I'm the actor that I am now had I not sort of like done those
Yeah,
things.
Right.
And for a little bit too, I was like, if I have to be a director just to like take one for the ladies, then that's what I'm gonna do.
That's
Exactly.
You know, like
such a good mindset.
there was time where I was like, I don't even need to be an actor anymore. But now that I've like found this great community of women that are incredible directors, I feel like a really new found sense of like safety in entertainment
Mm-hmm.
where I'm like, I actually can just like chill the fuck out and be the actor.
But now
Exactly.
also
with
you
these
probably
people.
respect it so much more too because you have done all the other things. So
Yeah.
just actors. Look at you. Oh my God,
Yeah.
she knows the fucking like.
Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, it's just like it's almost when you're in front of the camera for so long, you understand what you need as an actor or
Yes.
as a model or as a dancer or whatever in front of the camera to where you can kind of take that and now you're being behind the camera and kind of being that person for everyone in
Yeah.
front of the camera. You know exactly what people need.
Totally. I'm like last looks a million
Yeah.
times. You know, and all the
Exactly.
girlies are like, thank you.
Thank you.
Right?
Because
we've all
people
gone
get
sets.
so
If they're
mad.
We've all gone
looking.
sets. People don't fucking understand how
I
any of
mean,
them-
Because when it's
This-
a man,
the one that we just- that we met on.
Yes, because we met on a film.
I can't even.
At the beginning of the year. That's how
Mhm.
we met. And it was like we had to ask for last looks because we were like,
no one
we've
else-
It was
been
a
sitting
dude
here
show,
for
for
a
sure.
minute.
Yeah.
And so we need
were-
it. But
yeah,
like
you were
we
helping
had
each
to
other.
fight for that, So
Mhm.
I did that. Obviously that played a huge part for you to be able to like have a voice and behind the screen.
Yeah, for sure. And I think just as I practiced, the more confident I got and the more I talk to people and like do my own podcast is it's like actually nobody knows what's going on. And like time is the only thing that helps
Yeah.
you learn.
Exactly.
And so like I kind of just learned too how to ask in a way that's like not abrasive, but like it's okay to not know.
Mhm.
Even
okay
as
to-
a
and okay to
director,
ask.
right? And as a director too, I remember like I had so much anxiety about like I don't know what this camera does, I don't know what this lens does, like the technical stuff.
Right.
Everyone's like, you do not have to know that,
Right. You just have to know what
Yeah.
you want in the
Right.
visual.
and just don't be afraid to ask. Get a
Exactly.
great DP that can like
Mhm.
explain things and not feel embarrassed to be like, I wanted to feel like this.
Yeah.
Do you
But,
feel like you
know.
found like a team thus far where you could create that team and be like, oh,
com-
I feel comfortable asking
and not being
maybe,
yeah.
like a quote unquote stupid question, even though there's no stupid question.
But
Right.
also, but we're made to feel their stupid questions. on set.
Exactly.
I mean,
Especially as a woman.
especially like, oh, you don't know what this is.
Oh, yes.
It sucks.
Yeah, and we have to just kind of override that.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, I do feel like I have great teams now and great people around that make me feel comfortable doing that. But at the same time, suddenly at this point, I actually feel like, oh, you think that was stupid? I don't care.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't
like,
care.
oh, you
Yeah.
do.
Like,
oh,
take
you
your
think
bad
that's
attitude
stupid?
off my
yeah,
set.
Exactly. Because
Like,
now you
I
have
don't
the
need you
opportunity
around.
to do that.
now.
Right.
Yes.
Like, we're just trying to make art here. Like,
right.
Like, chill the fuck out and stop making things.
Yeah.
It's hard enough. Like, don't make things harder for everybody.
Truly. My grandpa used to call it patty cake school, like musical theater school.
Mhm.
And I think about that all the time because I'm like, damn, it's not that fucking serious.
Yes.
It's not that serious.
It's
we're literally
serious.
playing pretend
It's
with
patty
our
cake
friends.
school.
Yes. Well, that's why, like, there's some times where I've heard, models like complain because we're doing e-com, and e-com is basically, for those who don't know, is like you're on set, you're wearing an outfit, you're showing front, side, back side. Like that's it, And so it's not the most fun.
Right.
It's different than a campaign, and they're complaining, and I'm like, girl, you're getting paid like pretty good money for a day
Yeah.
just to stand here and like show off the clothes. Like, shut up, respectfully.
And
Like,
Respectfully,
shut up.
the fuck up.
like do your job and have a good day,
And
and like
take your
let's
bag,
all
yes.
and get your
Yes,
bag.
Get your bag.
Get your
And if
bag.
you feel like you want to be more fulfilled,
Then find a
learn
way
how to do
it.
that.
And then learn
Exactly.
other
Yeah.
skills.
Yes.
Which you really have, which is so inspiring.
So we're
Thank
getting
you.
more into that. Honestly, I think we're gonna have a 3-hour episode with you.
I know, we
We're
really
on page
could.
3, and we're like,
I know.
Sorry,
Okay,
I love a
so
chat.
the
I love a
shows-
chat. Don't get multiple podcast hosts together.
do a little cheer. White Claw.
White Claw.
White Claw break.
Yes, White Claw Blake. White Claw.
White Claw White.
You guys.
The 21st White Claw today. We're like, just see how many we can do. Okay, so you've been on How to Go with Murder,
Mhm.
Criminal Minds. As an actress, what do people not understand about booking roles like that?
Mm.
Those are like big shows.
Yeah. I mean, I think like those, especially earlier shows that I did. Wait, what do actors not know about it?
Those people who want to make it in the industry.
Yeah,
but
like
don't
what do
Yeah.
people not understand about booking those roles?
I think a few things. I'm trying to think back. Like Criminal Minds was my very first
Okay.
big job. That's how I joined SAG. Okay, what like surprised me then?
And just audition, like a normal audition? Like how
Just
did
a normal audition. And then I got there and I remember thinking like, oh, so they're not gonna like direct me? And when you book those types, especially like procedurals, what I didn't realize is that, oh no, you go there and you do exactly what you did.
Mhm.
Just do what you did. They cast you for that reason.
yep.
They might not hold your hand. I just remember feeling like I was like in a whirlwind of like, what's going
Yes.
on? But like you just do exactly what you did
Yep.
and then they will take it from there. But they might not all of those procedural directors are there to like, you're fulfilling a role.
Mhm.
You're fulfilling like a purpose that the series regular is having an arc.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like you're there for some turning point. You go in, you be respectful, you do what you do. You don't need to like overly talk, like get in there, but like watch what's going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
If
know?
you watch,
And that's
paying
yeah.
attention.
yes. And that's always a
100%.
hard
I
thing.
come from the wrestling world, which is a very like heavily
Yes.
respect is everything. And like the big wrestlers nowadays, everyone's on TikTok.
Mhm.
The Undertaker was like, I'm so disappointed watching all these new wrestlers not paying attention to everybody else wrestling and
Yeah.
doing TikToks. The OGs watch you.
Totally.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and be smart too. Like, look at who is casting it. Look at who's producing it.
Yeah.
Like, go over those names. I think for me, it took a long time to like sort of put pieces together. But like, eventually, I think as you're here for a long time, you start to know those people too.
Absolutely.
And so it's like, pay attention to who is the exec on this,
Yep.
or what does this director direct a lot, and what is that tone like?
Right.
Because the audition that you do for like an indie film,
Mhm.
tonally as an actor, is going to be different than what you do for a procedural
Exactly.
TV show.
Exactly.
Just just knowing that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like pacing, like
Yes.
watch the show.
What's
you
the
know.
what's the biggest misconception about making it, in your opinion?
And yeah.
I think making it at all is the biggest misconception.
Yes.
Because I know people that are like so successful as actors, and it's the same fucking problems. Everybody's still like stressed about getting a job. It's just a lifetime of that. And it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, we just have to be like cockroaches that don't die.
Exactly. Oh my God, that is so true.
You
I've never
know?
heard that, but that is wow, so accurate.
Yeah. And also like,
But we talked to Scott Evans about that. Because like
Mhm.
he's,
just hang out for
Yeah.
a
Because
while.
he can make a living doing it, but it's not making it in his
Right.
mind. Like I think it's very like
Like you have to let
yes.
it go.
And not everyone's gonna be an A-list actor who's extremely famous, but
But
I
even
think,
A-list actors are taking commercial jobs now.
of
So
course,
it's like
Totally.
it's just a different.
And none of it matters if you're not like having fun.
exactly.
Like I feel
Bingo.
like now I'm just kind of like whatever gives me a good laugh.
Yep.
Like gives me a good time. Like that is success
You go
to
to
me.
bed at
Getting
night,
to
you're like,
work
oh
with
my
my
God,
friends.
that was fun.
Like even
Yeah.
us on our film
Right.
that we worked on in the beginning of this year, it's like it was semi a shit show, and
Absolutely.
you know we had to like figure it out. But the fact is we made sure that we had a good time. We
Oh, yeah, we laughed our way through it.
so much during that process. I mean, hello, remember the second day? It's like I stepped in piss and like on the way home
We were
in an elevator and going to my car, and it's just like you just have to laugh. Like, you know, we were in
Yeah,
downtown
literally
Los
you just have to
Angeles,
Don't take it too seriously.
and yeah, you just have to like laugh at it. I mean, I threw my shoes away, but like you just have to laugh about it, you know.
Yeah.
And we had such a good time,
Yeah, we
not
did.
knowing if it's ever going to come out or where it's going to come out. But we
Yeah.
got paid, and
I
we're
said
like,
I don't even need to be in it.
exactly.
And you made relationships and
Yes,
like that's
and thank
Exactly.
God because we like
And that's
locked
how
eyes and we
we're
were like,
here.
oh, thank
Yes.
God.
I was like, oh my gosh, somebody who feels like my same energy, like
right.
boom, like
Yeah,
we're
it's
locked and
good.
loaded.
Yeah, and
you
it wasn't
know?
a big part.
No.
Like I think we were just like, what the?
Yes.
What are we
Why did
doing?
we do this?
But sometimes that's how it is.
But who cares?
Exactly. Like
You
I said,
know?
we're
You
still
gain something from it,
yes.
no matter what it is.
Yeah,
Yes.
and if it never comes out, which we've done, I'm sure all of us, plenty
I'm
of
still waiting
projects
on
who
this
has
fucking movie
never
coming out. It's
No
been 3
need.
years.
come out. That's fine.
No
Like
need.
if anything, I got to meet you, and like
Yes.
now we get to connect, and that's
And
where
now
I
you're
take
on
the
our
positive.
podcast.
And now we are best
Welcome
friends.
back to Milk and Honey. Okay, so a little, we're going to another thing that you went through.
Okay.
You went through a very intense situation.
Yeah.
And what year was that?
This was 2014.
Okay, very life shifting, but you said
Mhm.
it did change your perspective on what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
Walk us through that situation.
Yeah. So in 2014, I was 24 and I had moved here when I was like 22, maybe. But basically, like the long and short of the story is I was in West Hollywood going to a friend's house late at night. Not that late. It was like 11.
It was dark.
It was dark.
But
and
not
I was
late.
not late. I was in giant heels. I took an Uber there, and what I thought was like a mugging was actually like they were trying to kidnap me. And now I can say it
My
out
God.
loud. It's taken me like so many years to process
Of course.
it.
Mhm.
But like there was a getaway car. There were two guys that like cornered me and tried to pull me into the car.
Mm.
And I think it was also a setup
Mhm.
between the Uber driver too, because it was
Really?
just too clockwork,
Yes.
you know, and
This wasn't a
the streets were
coincidence.
dark. And it also, later I found out that it was a time where a lot of girls were getting kidnapped in like West Hollywood.
Fuck.
Yes. There's like, you know, the sex trafficking
Yeah.
stuff,
Mhm.
which like me, little girl from St. Louis, was like, yeah, I mean, I grew up in the city in St. Louis, whatever, but like, this is different.
Yeah.
You know,
You're in fucking Boys
this
Town.
is like real shit. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
And you
think
feel
you're so
safe.
You
safe.
think you're safe here. Yeah.
So safe. And so I just knew I couldn't run because I had giant heels on and there were two big guys and I'm like a little girl. And they tried to kidnap me and drag me into the car.
Oh my God.
And I literally like a switch happened in my mind. And I just knew, I was like, bitch, if you get in that car, like
It's done.
it's over.
Yes.
And something deep in me was like, no.
yes.
And I just like, I fought them.
Mhm.
And I like grabbed onto them and I launched myself down a flight of stairs with them. So we all fell and I think it shook them. And it was like extremely violent. And like, but in the end, I didn't get in the car.
Mhm.
The last thing, like I remember like being on the sidewalk with like my face down and just being like, if I scream a little bit longer, people are gonna come.
Exactly.
And finally people came and they got in the car and ran away. They like took my purse and left. But I was like so injured for a long time.
course.
And like obviously very scarred. And like
Wait,
this
what
is
were
like
the
such a
injuries?
PG version.
Yes.
I
you don't have to
really
tell
no,
us.
it's okay. I think it's important like to talk about it. At
Yes.
least now that I can
processed
exactly.
it.
talk
You've
about it.
processed
Yeah, like I think in my mind I pretended it was something a lot
less.
less than it was for a long
course.
time because I had to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I was like my hip, like everything. I really hurt my right hip. Yeah, it was like this whole side, and my shirt was like ripped open. Like it was just like so
Traumatic.
traumatic.
Like you're out of body, like this is not happening to me.
I swear I watched it happen from outside of
Yeah,
me.
I
like
understand.
Which you probably
in
did.
slow motion.
Yeah.
You know? And I heard a voice like screaming. God bless musical theater pipes in that moment. Because I know that shit was loud. But
Wow.
yeah, and I was like, who is that? You know, like it was me. So that was really crazy. And I will say, I'm so happy I didn't get in the car.
Yeah.
But it changed my life.
Yeah.
And it changed my life because I think that I had been before that more of like a passenger in life. You know what I mean? Like the nice girl, the pleaser, the doesn't want to, you know,
ruffle feathers.
Like
what happens.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I don't know, I'm here. And after that, I think I became I had a different fire in me.
Like intentional.
Yes. And because I had survived it, and I also was so fucked up in my head, and that's when I started doing martial arts, because I was like, I cannot, the only way I'll feel safe in this world again is if I train to fight.
To be prepared.
Yes, exactly.
In a situation like that. Because who knows, like that could happen again. Not that it should, but that shouldn't have even happened in the first place. But it did.
But it happens, and it happens so much worse, you know, like
and
for people.
So often. Like so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it baffles me like every time I do talk about this, because I kind of like forget about it in my life.
Yeah.
And then I talk about it, you know, and people like the outpouring of stories that I get. It's just wild, like what we're all holding on to and how normal it is for women to have a story like this.
Especially women, right? It's like we've been seeing on social media, this person, I forget who it was, but they had posted this whole reel of what it's like to go jogging as a woman in Los Angeles, but like anywhere, but Los Angeles was like the storyline, and it's all her thoughts inside, and it's honestly crazy. I don't think people understand.
Yeah, or we're told like make sure your shirt's not too tight, or you're too you're too appealing to
or make sure that your sound is not too loud on your headphones, so that you can hear if somebody's behind you. Or like it's just so many things to think about as a woman.
Right.
Just to go jogging.
But being prepared as you are now, like that is very important. That's very important to talk about.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't wait till it happens to you. Be ready if it happens.
Right.
To you, you know?
I think like we should all do like boxing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Episode 2 with you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We should just
Oh
go to a
my
boxing.
God,
We should just go to a boxing class.
And just do it.
That's it.
I'm done.
Yes.
I'm done.
I'm so
down.
down. Because I haven't done it in a while, so I'm ready to
I
get
did
back.
box in college, and I love hot box.
Yes.
So you
Not
would
hot
say
box.
you would well,
but that too.
didn't we all?
That too.
We're all millennials here. Okay, so we get
know
it.
what that
You
is.
know, you know.
Kids.
But did you? So obviously, you would say that you would think that situation didn't necessarily make you spiral, but it made you.
Well, it did.
Okay.
It did make me spiral because at first I didn't know how to handle it. This was like after I think it took me 10 years to process it.
Okay.
And I'm not even kidding.
With like therapy
That's
or on
fair.
your own? Like, how did you process
On my
that?
own, well, in all the different ways. I didn't go to therapy for like probably 10 years about it. I just thought I'm fine because I have to be fine. And like the martial arts will take care of it.
Yes.
And so I feel like I had different steps.
Yeah.
But for a while I like couldn't go outside. Like I was scared to talk to men, any man. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want to be in the dark. Like,
of course.
Like really fucked me up. But then once I came out of it and got into martial arts, that like even changed. I think that had to happen in order for me to then do that movie and then start directing.
Yeah.
Because I just felt this sense of like, I need women to be safe.
Yeah.
I need women to be safe. And that has to be part of why this happened to me.
Absolutely.
And because we all feel so unsafe, you know? But then I got into like action movies and like, because I'm a dancer too, like that choreography.
Yeah.
And then I really fell in love with that. And I think that's how I became a director too. And so like, I would take it back, but I wouldn't take it back.
Right.
It's completely.
It completely
changed
changed my life.
Well, did you watch that the new the ballerina movie on Amazon?
Oh yeah.
That's something.
Did you watch it?
It's so fucking good. But right?
Yes, we
seen
actually.
it
I
yet,
went to
right?
the premiere.
No.
You should watch
Oh,
it.
you
I went
did?
to the premiere
What's it
at
called?
South by
Pretty,
Southwest.
Pretty Lethal.
Pretty Lethal.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got to interview the director the
Oh,
next
wow.
day on our podcast. So it was so fun to talk to her, like just about all of that action and dance,
Yeah.
and like
Mhm.
strong women.
It's a bunch of ballerinas get kidnapped and they have to like use their
Wait,
ballerina
how have I
skills
not heard of
to,
this?
like,
It just
kill
came
these-
out.
Oh, it did.
Yeah,
okay,
this like
okay.
just
ago.
happened.
I was like,
Yeah.
wait,
We'll
how
watch-
have
we'll
I
watch it
never
later. We'll watch
heard
it
of
But
later.
this?
they really do a good job of like the dance plus
Mhm.
the action.
Yeah.
Oh, love.
Like it delivers.
It's so, like, empowering.
Love. Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
it's really
fun.
We will watch
Um,
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna transition again. Another role that you had. I mean, nothing says processing trauma like choosing darker and more chaotic roles like Dexter. Okay. Original Sin.
Mhm.
Was big cult following. We've all watched Dexter like for how many
Absolutely.
years now? What's different about stepping into a world like that?
Oh my god, it was the
Were
fucking
you a fan already before?
Yeah.
Okay.
such a fan.
Who wasn't? I mean, if you're not, they're not
I
friends with
love
us.
serial
But,
killers,
like,
especially the
I do
nice
too.
ones.
he was my
You know?
favorite
Really?
serial killer.
Good intentions.
I had
serial
this
killer.
weird
Hot.
dream of
Yes.
like social media trolls, like being the Dexter for those people.
Oh,
you know?
Oh my god.
We'll have to talk about that after
yeah.
this.
Do you look
'cause
at Dexter?
deep dives?
Gen Z.
I think
you
we
know?
can figure that out between the three of us.
Yes, for sure.
Direct that, cast us.
Yes.
Girl.
Done.
Girl, after this. But yeah, it was so fun stepping into it. I feel like I've been really lucky to, especially in the roles I've gotten to play in the past few years, is like stepping into franchises that like
Mhm.
mean so much to people that have like
Mhm.
big followings behind them and that I already like love.
Love.
And with people that I love, you know, like, so it was really special. And because they hadn't done Dexter in so many years, everything was magical about it. Like the table
Mhm.
read, you know, like everybody that made the show, like the original director, like everybody was just so excited to be there.
Yeah.
And not every show is like that. You
Right.
know, a lot of shows are like on their 45th season and it's just like,
It's like
they're
another day, clock in, clock
right?
out.
But this was like, they were like
Special.
crying. It
They're
was
doing
so
it again.
special.
Yeah.
And the comeback was like that too. Because it
Mhm.
had been 10 years, you know?
We'll
And
get to that.
so, well, yeah, we'll get to that.
Don't skip over my notes, okay? Okay? I get broadcast journalism.
Michael. Michael.
But you know, obviously your character in that was pretty, you know, chaotic to say the least.
Yeah.
How did you personally prep for
Like
a
mentally
role like
prepared.
that?
Like
You know, it was talking to my parents
Mhm.
about what would make somebody like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really fun for me to figure out those details, like just dumb shit. And that's like the actor's job in it. You know what I mean? Like, why would this girl be with this guy
Right.
who is the murderer?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Does she agree with it? Does she know that it happened? Was she too fucked up? I'm really into nails. And so I asked hair and makeup, wardrobe, like, hey, what if I had like a crazy like 90s French manicure? Because like maybe this girl doesn't come from that.
Right.
But like she's gonna go on a bender, but she's gonna have her nails done first.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and it's just like,
Yes.
so she's not always been maybe
that girl.
a meth head or
Yeah.
whatever, you know, like what was her fall like?
Mhm.
Because in that role, which was really fun, is I got to then have like the glow up. So it's like, what does the glow up look like? What is she like when she's like been dressed head to toe? Is she comfortable in it?
Mhm.
Is she lost? Is she like, what the fuck? She's not an actor,
Right.
you know? And she has to like go in the courtroom and like act.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's just so fun to think about those details. And that's why I love like being the creator also. Because I just want to like go into all of that
Are
stuff.
they like so impressed by you like having those questions? I'm
I'm
sure they get
sure.
actors who like just go in and read the script and like
Totally.
deliver the lines.
Yeah.
Are you coming in with that kind of like knowledge and
Yeah, I think that they were just like, everyone gets excited when you can really play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, when you're doing your job, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
like
You
we said,
care.
there's a lot of people
Yeah.
who
You
come in
get
and they're
acting.
like, "Here I am. Okay, I'm gonna read the lines. I'm gonna do this.
Right.
I'm
come
gonna
with
do that."
questions, directors they love that. Like let's see like
Yeah, but yeah, in this case, but you always have to like read the room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Period.
Because
Don't
you
over-
can't go do that.
When you have one
Everywhere.
line,
just walk into
you
fucking-
know,
Right.
like sometimes when there's one line, the director doesn't care what you
Right.
questions
Well, okay,
you
so
have.
for you,
Just
if
read
you-
the lines.
You're like the top female director in the world right now, let's pretend, and a no-name actress came up to you and gave like notes to you, like what you want to do for a character, how would you respond to that?
Well, first of all, hopefully somebody else would intercept those questions first.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think if you have one line on something, unless you're like already talking to the director,
Yeah.
Right.
but do it in a way, like you have to suss it out.
Yes.
You know, like if it
Find
feels
the right time.
right. Sometimes you're literally, yeah, exactly, just there to spit out a few lines and go.
Mm-hmm.
In which case, do it.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also like hang at Video Village or say like, can I watch this? You know, and then just like shut the fuck up and watch.
Yes.
See what the cameras are doing.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, see what's going on. But if you are in a situation, like I was in Dexter, to like really play,
Mm-hmm.
like the director and I, like we just locked in right
You
away.
got- okay, good.
Yeah, like we were just vibing and we kind of like got it on the first take. And so then he was like, ooh, let's
Let's
try, let's
play.
do this.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love
You
that,
know,
though.
and so then we had like such a great time playing, but I like, you know, sussed it off of him.
Of
Yeah.
course.
You read the room. Like, you
I
didn't,
read the
like, yeah.
room, but then I was able to like be like, okay, so da da da.
Right.
And then we became friends.
Well, a lot of actors have no social awareness, so which
I
And
think
that
people in
is-
general.
well, a lot, but and
I think in general, you should read the room no
Sometimes
matter
I'm
what.
sitting watching like another actor ask, I'm like, are you not?
Yeah. There's been times.
Shut the fuck up
But
right
also,
now.
like, not even in acting. It's just like in real world.
real life.
It's
But-
like,
but
it's
especially
like
on set, though,
read
right?
the fucking room.
Everything is emotional intelligence.
Mhm, mhm.
That
Go
part,
to
that part.
therapy.
Go.
Mhm. Everyone needs
Emotional
therapy.
intelligence.
Read there's some great like therapy, human behavior books
Yes.
out there. Like read those.
Just read the
Yes.
books.
Read
and
the
then
room. Read the books. Read the room.
Read all of that.
Because it makes such a difference.
All right, let's go to
No, now
the
we're going to go
comeback.
to the fun part.
The comeback. Okay. Which,
'Cause
by
I'm-
the way, I'm gonna be super honest with you. I didn't even know what this show was.
She had never even
Oh,
seen
I'm so
it.
excited.
I had never seen it or heard
Yeah.
of it. in my entire
I
life.
have.
Also,
Yeah.
I've never watched Friends, so let's be
Right.
fair. Like I'm a very
Fair.
I was a fucking preacher's kid.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
different.
She's had a
We,
lot
we,
of
wa-
trauma.
we
where
watched
she
A
couldn't
Walk
watch
to
things.
Remember and VeggieTales growing up.
I mean, also important.
Very. That's why I'm doing
Is
it.
it?
That's why,
Yes.
that's why I'm doing so well in life right now. I hate vegetables.
That's her storyline.
I hate
Okay? That's why
vegetables.
she never watched it. She gets a pass.
That's fair. But how fun to watch it now. Did you start it from the beginning? Have you yet?
Well, I have. I was at the gym and watching on my. I need to like actually sit down fucking entire day.
You really
I think
do.
gotta
tomorrow's
start
my
from
day
the
off.
beginning.
I'm like get a little high and like just
Yes,
watch.
Oh,
entire
you will
season.
giggle
Oh
your
my
little
gosh.
titties
You will.
right off. Like it is
So good.
Lisa
And there's
Kudrow
it's 3
is
seasons,
just
right? There was
3 seasons.
The first
The
season
best.
came out actually 2005, then 14 to now.
Yeah.
So this show obviously it doesn't die, which I'm so glad it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Satire in Hollywood, you know,
Mhm.
kind of like put together. What's like the crazy? How did you even again a normal audition? Like, did you know somebody in the?
Yeah, I actually found out later that a friend of mine from college is the one who recommended me.
Okay.
So I got like a
Amazing.
request audition,
Mhm.
Oh, nice.
and my agent, it actually went to my dance agent, and my dance agent was like, "Holy shit!" She was like, "I'm so excited," and I was like, "I'm so excited! How did this happen?" So we didn't know, and then also like my Dexter director had directed some of the original comeback episodes.
Oh, wow.
And so I was like,
Whoa,
maybe
that's
it
a
was
weird,
from
crazy-
him.
Okay.
But I do think there's so many parallels between comedy and like horror.
Sure.
Like,
Well, that's
you know what I mean?
yes.
Absolutely.
Like that sensibility is
Our next
Mhm.
section, horror comedy.
Mhm.
great. Oh, my favorite.
Yep.
My favorite.
Same.
So I didn't know who did this. And then I found out way later it was a girlfriend of mine, Stephanie Styles. Shout out Stephanie Styles, who
Shout out Stephanie.
she's an amazing actress also. She's worked a ton. She's like an amazing person that when casting said, "Do you know any Broadway dancers in LA?"
Mhm.
Because the role is a Broadway dancer in Chicago, the musical,
Mhm.
that then is like mean as fuck to
Mhm.
Lisa. She gave them my name, and so that's how I got the audition.
Amazing.
And which is like just so cool.
Yes,
You know what I
It's
mean?
really cool when people do that because that's also not
Yes.
very common. Like people
Right.
don't want to help build other.
Right. But also like, why not? Why fucking not?
Why
Why
fucking not?
not?
Yeah.
Did anything hit a little, too close to home, especially now with AI becoming a part of storytelling? But like, does that freak you out as a creative?
you know, the thing is, like, it can freak you out all you want, but like,
Mhm.
it
Lean
is
into it.
happening.
Well,
It's
even like you,
happening.
with her being a model. I know we talked about
Yeah.
this, like with maybe Fashion Nova. We'll bleep that out. We're not getting our free promotion. But like y'all got fucked in modeling, right? Like they'll replace your
Yeah.
face or your body or whatever.
But here's the thing: is I still did it.
Lean into it.
I still
you
did
get
it.
left
You know what I mean?
behind.
They did turn me into a complete white woman with blonde hair and blue
Speaking
eyes.
of, side note,
Shut up.
Side note, pop culture. The fucking girl who put her face on the.
Yes, I saw that. Scary.
That
That's crazy.
But
is
that's where we're in.
crazy.
Find a way to like do it the right way and the
Mhm,
smart
mhm,
way.
mhm.
Not Fruit Love Island, which I also
Yes.
watch a lot of that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I will say, like, it was really interesting to hear because I went to the premiere at South by Southwest
Mhm.
Okay.
2 weeks ago. I don't
Which
even
you
know.
looked
I don't know what day it
gorge.
is.
We'll
Yeah,
put up
we have-
pictures
next year
here
we
because
have
she
to
has like
go.
red
I wanna go
carpet
see
You
it.
guys,
photos.
I've
to
always
go.
wanted to go
Yes,
South by.
it's
The only thing I do is
amazing.
yeah, I would love to go.
Okay, we'll like talk.
I'm
we have
yeah.
so many
losing
things
from
to talk about.
Austin, so I feel
Yes. But they did like a panel during it, and the creator or co-creator Michael Patrick King,
Mhm.
who directed it and directed my episode, he talked about AI and like how they rushed like getting this season out because
Mhm.
I shot that in like end of September.
Oh wow.
And so that's like very quick
Very,
turnaround
very
for,
quick.
for like an HBO
Yeah.
show,
Yes.
you know? So he was like, we wanted to get it out immediately before the studios started admitting that they are actually using AI for
Yeah.
stuff, because the comeback every season 2 has been like a commentary on like a big
Yeah.
cultural shift.
Mhm,
So like the first
mhm.
season of the comeback was when reality 20
Mhm.
years ago, reality
Mhm.
shows were like, what the fuck is
Yeah,
this?
Right.
And so it's like each season has been
We're
about
on
like
top of
a
what's
giant shift.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was really, I think it's really smart. Like
Well,
the
like,
show
yes.
is so
what's
smart.
the studio? Just the studio.
Yes.
Oh
And that
my
whole
gosh.
AI episode.
Yes.
You know, it's
Yeah.
been very intelligent. Yeah.
So crazy.
Okay, so now we're talking about something I know you're very passionate about. Not your daddy's films. Okay. For
Yes.
those who have no idea what this is, just give us a fucking like
Elevator pitch.
Yes.
Okay, so we are a social impact organization. This is my log line. We're a social
Yes.
impact organization dedicated to empowering and educating women and non-binary filmmakers.
Love.
And we have a screening series, which is what I had last night, where we screen all shorts and music videos by women and non-binary filmmakers. It's like an hour's worth of programming, quick 20-minute Q&A, and then just like a party, like a rager.
Networking.
Right.
Yes.
And it's really come from our friends.
Mhm.
It started because I had made a short I wanted to show to my friends
Mhm.
and got a great space. Decided to
The
like
Devil's
do
Daughters,
a thing.
right?
Yes, Devil's Daughters.
See?
And then we just never stopped doing them
Yeah.
because like the ladies and beyond started like flocking
Loved
to
it.
like a safe space.
Mhm.
They're seen. They feel seen. It's not a
Yes.
fucking man's.
Yeah, and it's fun.
Yes.
You know, like bringing it back to the fun. It's just like we're celebrating the things that we've made, the feelings
Yes.
we have, you know, in a place that is just like, at least we can all talk to each other and
Right.
be like,
Yeah.
are you well?
And
Yes.
yeah,
I'm
you
not.
see
You
each
know.
other.
Yes.
Like it's not a superficial conversation. Like
Exactly.
exactly.
We cry together, you know,
Yeah.
it's cute. It's really cute. And then from there, we grew really fast. And now we do quarterly screenings. We have a podcast called Daddy Dailies.
yeah, we'll come on. It's
We
fine.
do, oh my God.
Yeah. Please.
Mhm. And we do panels, we do workshops, we do like all kinds of stuff now.
incredible.
And do you think that's becoming like the new path for creatives? Just make your own stuff, and
especially with women. Like, we
see
just
where it
have to.
goes.
Don't wait for the men to give us permission.
You
Right.
have to.
We've all had to sit in that, like, we have to wait. We just sit and we just wait and wait and wait for somebody else to make a decision
Mhm.
for us.
Yeah.
And you've done something that we all fucking admire. I hope you're very proud of yourself. I hope.
Yeah,
Thank
I hope so too.
you.
Because like that's like it makes me like sort of emotional. I mean, obviously I've been drinking my
Don't
Don't
White
worry,
Claw,
I'll cry.
but it is
I'll
like
cry.
it is a very intentional, inspiring movement that you're doing. And I hope that you're super proud of yourself. Cause like,
Thank you.
I
Fuck the
know
man.
a lot of women who try to do it. No, yes, fuck that. I know a lot of women who have tried and have had such a hard time trying to climb that uphill battle.
Yeah.
And you trying to like open up a space for that is just, it's so cool.
Yeah,
so I
we're,
hope
and
like
we're,
you're
and we're,
super
and we're
proud
going
of
to
that.
like lean on you for like we want to,
I
you
mean,
know,
please.
off camera. We're not giving her secrets away to y'all. Our Patreon.
Exactly.
No, but it's very impressive. It
Thank
is
you.
rare, I think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I mean, I stand by this. I say it happened to me.
Mhm.
It didn't, because I know everything that happened led up to that.
Yeah.
But like I just started it, and like me and I have 4 other co-founders. So like
Mhm.
I do not do this alone. It just kept happening.
Yeah.
And then it grew so fast, and we were like, whoa,
Yes.
you know, like, because it's just needed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like that makes me keep doing it, and that makes me emotional, because
Yes.
it's like I don't have the answers, you
Right.
know, like I cry all the time. I'm still like trying to get jobs, trying to continue to find my voice, like pick the right thing to do.
Yes.
But it's just like, if you don't have that community,
Right.
there's just no fucking way.
Yeah.
Right.
But
But
there's still barely any fucking way.
look at, I saw we weren't able to go last night, but like I've saw all of your socials about it.
Yeah.
And it's just the amount of people that you bring to this kind of thing.
Yeah,
is
it's crazy.
And I believe in you. It was
insane.
great.
And it looked, so if you have no idea what we're talking about, please look it up. And if you're a woman or non-binary, please like go to it, because
Or a man.
it is,
Yeah.
or if you're a
We
man
have
who just really wants to
incredible-
support women, like
Yes.
please go, because
And we have
it
that,
gives you a
and that's
support
how it
system.
changes, is like then those men get in power positions and
Yep.
then hire these women.
Yes.
And they're
Because
they're
they see
seeing-
that it's important.
Yep.
Yes.
And like they're allowed to come.
absolutely. Absolutely.
God, I have so many more questions.
I know. There's like,
Okay, so before we'll do a rapid fire in a second. Before though, favorite horror comedy movie of all time.
Oh my god,
I-
of all time.
And also,
Or you could do your top 3
Are
if
we
you have a
excited about
lot.
the new scary movie?
Yes.
Right?
Always. I love
That's-
scary movie.
Always.
Yes. Oh my god. I love horror comedy. I love the campiness.
Love camp.
I think like for us, it's an important way to process the
Mhm.
Well,
how-
trauma leads to comedy. So like doing comedy,
Mhm.
because my trauma,
Yeah.
it's hand in hand.
Mhm.
Like,
So
come on,
that's
we
why
cry
I'm, That's why I'm
enough.
so funny.
She's so
Because
funny.
I'm so
She's so
traumatized.
funny because
Yeah.
of her
No
trauma.
one else has it, but-
Yeah.
Well,
And
horror-
that's for real.
horror
Yeah,
comedy
it is. It really
that
is.
genre is so like specific and niche and important to people,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I have a show to put you guys on.
Please
too.
do.
Oh,
It's called Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen.
just finished it.
We
I
just
just saw that.
finished it. Oh
so
my gosh.
fucking
So
good.
good.
It's-
Okay.
It was so
It reminds me a
good.
lot of Ready or Not. Kind
Yes.
of. It's very similar.
Yes, love. And so like for me, like that's a horror comedy.
Yes, it is.
You know, and I mean, yeah, for everyone. Like that's a horror comedy. So Haley, who created and show ran that,
Okay.
she screened a short film with us in our first year of Not Your
Stop.
Daddies. So we've known her since then. And that was like
That's
an amazing short.
crazy.
So then this happened. And so we had her on our podcast and interviewed her. I think it came out last week, but like talked about that whole process because she's really young.
Yeah,
Mhm.
She's like 28, show running a show
that's insane.
because she wrote an incredible fucking script.
Yes.
And God bless the Duffer Brothers
Mhm.
for
Love
saying,
it.
I love this.
Mhm.
We're going to bring it to Netflix.
Yep.
Mhm.
And you will be show running
God,
it.
good for
Yes.
her.
That's
And
amazing.
she just she talks about it so funny, and she's just like, yeah, it was crazy. Like Duffer Brother on either side, like Netflix, and just like they're like, you're gonna show run, just being like,
Okay.
all right.
All
And like
right.
she didn't know how to do it, but she learned along the way.
Of course, like we all do. We're always
Yeah.
learning along the way.
Exactly. And so
God,
like
that's
that
insane.
is something that I just finished that
What
I'm
an
like, just
amazing
so obsessed with.
show. Like we
Well, she-
talked
she
about
had-
we watched the first like 4 episodes together.
Yeah.
And then she was like, okay, you finished the last because she had to go home. It
Well,
was
I'd
late.
already watched it.
And she had already watched it. She
Yeah.
was like watching it with me. And I just remember like seeing the end of that last episode. And I was like, there's
Oh.
no
Okay.
way that she's going to die. Like, there's no way, right? That
Oh,
she
the,
could-
the best scene is her walking back into with her
Ooh!
husband. He's
Yes.
holding his fucking teddy
She
bear.
said, give me the
and
light.
she,
Yeah.
yeah, and
She's
she's
just
just like, Yeah, she's just like, I told Kayla, I was like, my favorite part about the whole season was her walking into the room where her fiance thinks that she's dead, and she's just like, give me the lighter. Like, I need a lighter. And then she's like filled with blood and just walking out. And I'm like, hopefully everyone has seen it. If you haven't, please go watch it. And this will make sense. But like, I told Kayla, I was like, oh my God, that was like my favorite part. Like, kudos, badass bitch. Like, just going in there and being like, I just died, but now I'm alive. I need a fucking lighter because I need to smoke my weed. I need to smoke my joint. You know what I mean? Like,
quick time out. Alex, Mark, what's the suite number of this place? Our next guest is like, how do I get in? It's
time.
It's at live. 203? Okay, 203. Sorry.
I'm screaming. Anyway, yes, that amazing. Okay, so what's your other top two?
Or just another one?
I know, or another one.
Well,
one other one.
Even like the Pennywise show.
Yes.
The way they sprinkle.
I haven't watched.
Oh, okay. Well, next time. Let's do our rapid
We'll have to
fire
have you on again.
Okay, yeah, we have so many things to talk about.
Yeah. Okay, one job you see you love more than the others.
One what?
Job that you have that you love more than all the others.
Oh, right now it goes back and forth, but right now it's acting because I can just let go of control for a little bit.
Love that.
I can just be like, I will be your puppet. What do you want me to do?
Yep.
And then I leave.
Yep.
You don't have to do post-production. You don't have to do shit.
Step in, step out.
It's beautiful.
Yep. Oh, period.
It's
okay,
beautiful.
Next. One job you'd happily never do again.
Oh God. I think in entertainment.
Yes. Also anything.
I would say
like
yes.
I worked the drive-thru at Chick-fil-A once. I'd never do that again.
I mean, sure.
I got free milkshakes.
Sure.
I think I'll do an entertainment one.
Okay.
When I started making things, I learned how to edit myself.
Editing sucks.
And it's hard. I actually really love it.
Do you? Okay.
Because I like how you can, like, I like the timing of things.
Yes.
But you know what? I don't need to be the editor.
Right.
I don't need to. Somebody else can
You
do
just-
that job.
You just want to make notes.
You can like assist with
Yes.
that.
I want to like sit there, hang, be like, ooh,
Yeah.
this and this. But I don't need to be the editor. And I edit our podcast too. I don't need to do it anymore.
Yeah.
I want to do it.
I
want to give notes.
WWE, I was the editor for NBC.
Yeah.
And I lied and told them I didn't know how to edit at WWE because I
That's
didn't ever want to
beautiful.
fucking edit.
That's
And now
beautiful.
I'm editing again.
Yeah, now you edit.
Yeah, we're always editing.
Always
I mean,
editing.
I do, same.
Yep. Yep.
Dream role that you have not booked yet.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I would love to play something like Camilla Maroney did in Something Very Bad. Like,
You'd be
just
so good in that role.
something I would
Yes.
love. But, something like that. Like, I like the darkness.
Yeah.
There's such moments of, like, comedy and levity. Or even, like, I would like to play Deadpool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That also,
And the
that just
range.
really cheeky
Yes.
comedy plus action.
Yeah.
I think that's, like, something I would love to do.
Well, do you comedy stand up? Okay, good.
Oh, not stand-up.
She not stand up.
Oh my
she
God,
does
you have to
everything.
stand up. I've come to your show.
I've never done it. I'm so scared.
Dream person to collaborate with.
Okay, Ryan Reynolds. No, now though.
Definitely not that.
No,
We'll take that out
Oh, wait, I
because
just
Brian works
cackled.
for him,
Sorry,
so
we're
we're
not
not
gonna
gonna
put that
put
on his producer.
I'm like, Kayla,
Sorry.
you're not supposed to
All
talk
right,
about that. Okay.
Dream collaborator. Oh gosh. There's so many. Like any female director ever.
Okay.
Love that.
Honestly.
That's good.
Love that.
All right, something people assume about you.
Or wait, who is it? Sorry. ADD. Hi. Who is the director that did oh my god, why can't I think of her? The other movie that came out with the big blood splatters and her is it Carlye?
Oh,
Uh,
yes, we talked about her. Carlye.
Oh yeah. What the fuck?
Farge-
What's the name of
Carlye.
the movie?
What the fuck is that movie called?
I know what you're talking about.
Not the substance. No.
The Substance.
It is
okay,
The
Substance.
Substance.
Okay. Which, by the way, Vanessa is learning to love horror.
Yeah.
And she told me she watched The Substance by herself with the blinds
Oh my
open.
God.
You guys.
It's not a horror movie.
I'm so
Well,
proud of you,
people
but it is
made
gross.
me seem
It's
like it
body
was
horror.
Carlye
But also-
Fragari or
Yes,
something, right?
yes.
Yes, that
Oh,
is her name.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Love her. Love everything she's ever made.
Yeah,
Um,
amazing.
anything that she is ever going to
Your
do.
dream collab.
Yeah.
She'll watch
Corlye.
this podcast, obviously.
She
We're
did-
mispronouncing her name.
Yes, I know.
Okay,
Like,
last question. If you were not doing entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
what would you do? If you had to choose.
If
you
I
like
wasn't doing
a,
entertainment,
yes.
a nurse.
definitely not.
Coralie
nurse.
Fergart.
I'd be like an interior
Sorry.
designer. would be
Yeah.
mine.
I just said it. Coralie Fergart or
You got it.
Fergart, something like
Yes. Corlye.
Coralie, we love you. Okay.
That'd be Corlye. I was just talking to somebody about this earlier. It's sort of entertainment adjacent, but like when I was younger, I really wanted to be an MTV VJ. Like
Still entertainment.
still entertainment. I really wanted to do that. But I think I would be like a broadcast journalist. Like I think I would do like the news or
Okay.
something.
Mhm.
But the news is so depressing.
Right.
like I
Or
always-
but like being on location, like doing interviews.
Hold on,
Also
that-
still
that-
kind
but
of
that- but that's still
entertainment.
Like, let's look way outside entertainment.
Way outside.
Again,
It
like
had nothing to do
a
with
dental hygienist.
like when you were a kid, what was one
I wanna
job
be
that
a
had nothing to do
firefighter.
with it?
A lawyer.
Perfect.
I wanted to, a
can see
lawyer.
that.
But never.
Also kind of still acting.
like Kim Kardashian and
Yes.
what was that show?
Oh, I would fucking slay
All is
as
fair.
a...
All
All
is
is
fair.
fair.
Yes.
Also,
Yes.
not a bad show.
I would be a
Love
lawyer.
that show.
Like
I
it,
love
for
the
sure.
camp of
Yeah.
that show.
Carlye,
Same.
thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
you made us feel
you.
very lazy, but inspired.
Mostly
too.
lazy.
So, we're
Mostly
gonna
lazy,
No,
We're
but-
you
leaving
guys
this. We're
do
leaving.
so much too.
Well, we're gonna do more now. Okay. So all your like social medias, where can we find you?
My Instagram and TikTok are at the Carlye Tamaren. The spelling is weird, so figure that out.
I'll put it. It's in the
We'll put it up. Don't worry.
Thank you. And then also check out Not Your Daddy's Films.
Yes.
At NYD Films. And our podcast is the Daddy Dailies podcast. And it's the Daddy Dailies pod.
There you go.
I think.
And
Check it out.
if you're not already doing 7 careers like her, maybe start one. You know, to
Yeah.
make yourself
Yeah.
feel better.
Today's
Start
the day.
And
Or
remember,
don't.
No, I think you should. No, don't listen to her. Listen to me and listen to us when we tell you guys every single week
So sound.
that if you want to have the perfect tasting tea in your home, in your television, on your computer, anywhere, you know the ingredients is always going to be milk and honey plus Carlye Tamaren. So
That's right.
we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.